Hey everybody, welcome back to Rebels in the White House. I'm John. This is Early's 1864 raid on the Washington area. I was just looking at the notes and I learned something new about this game. I'll talk more about that in a few. So let's get into I believe it's turn 11 of 19. So we're past halfway through the game, and let's talk about what's going on here. The rebels have amassed, let's talk victory points. They've amassed, what are they on, 62? They need 160, so they got 100 to go, and the game is halfway over. The situation of this, they did take Frederick last turn, and they do, which gives them Frederick West. That was good for 3 points. More on that in a moment as well. There's roads languishing back there by Sharpsburg. Hagerstown and Williamsport were levied. And that's where we are. There was a battle for Frederick. The Rebs barely won that, but I see the Union getting more units this turn. So let's go on and move. Let me just check my sound real quick. You always got to do that. You don't want to record a 50-minute video and realize that something was wrong with the sound. All right, let's get into the sequence of play for turn 11. Be a lot of things happening this turn. All right, so random events, 2 dice. Here we go. It's a 5. And that's Vaughn. And what does that mean? I think the Rebels get somebody. Vaughn is, if the current turn is July 10th or later, which it is. Let me double check that. I think it has to be because we're on turn 11. It is July 12th, by the way. The Confederate may place the Cavalry Brigade Vaughn with a manpower of 1 in the occupied hex, within the hex occupied by the infantry Eccles. Eccles' manpower must be reduced by 1. Okay. Okay, well that's interesting. And Eccles takes a hit. Well, he loses one manpower. That's interesting. I don't know if I've ever encountered that before, but let's bring him on. Vaughn, why is he not moving? Why can't I move him out of here? Hold on. USA Cav. No, Rebel Cav. Vaughn. All right, let's bring him out. And so he's going to be a green like Eccles. Fatigue increase. And he's going to be exhausted, and he goes on there, and Eccles loses a guy, oddly enough. Manpower decrease manpower, so Vaughn goes right there. That's an interesting thing right there. All right, cool. All right, let's go on to the next thing. Harper's Ferry, no. Reinforcement phase, yes. So now, here's what I was going to tell you about the Rebels owning Frederick West. That is a +7 modifier for the AOP reinforcement roll. Let's go ahead and roll 2 dice on that. Here's the AOP roll. So they get a 10. They're going to lose 3, which takes them down to 7, but they get a +7 for the having Frederick West, the Rebs owning that. So they do get to move a unit out. So let's look at this. What do they want to do? They can bring Ricketts. By the way, a Wright gets to go with them. They're going to take. They're actually going to take Wright. Is going to go. He's going to come out of Washington as well. No, actually, he's going to come out of Baltimore, right? Goes back to Russell, and he's going to come out of Baltimore, the two of them, and he's an 11, which gives the Rebels 22 victory points. All right, so let's go find Baltimore, and these guys are going to come out of there. Where is Baltimore? And they have to show up on one of those dock-like things, which it would be. Yeah, we'll just go with this right here. We'll go right here, President's Station. All right, cool. Now, that means give the Rebels 22 victory points. Seems like a lot. Monitoring a baseball game, fantasy baseball. All right, so anyways, let's go ahead and write a note, and that is, again, that's going to be for Russell. How are we doing this? Well, they got Getty way back in turn 4. It's turn 11 now. All right, Control C. Control V, turn 11, backspace, and that's going to be Russell. Change the name to Russell. I know you can't see any of this at home. And hit save, and now give the Rebels 22 victory points. And so what you have here is we're going from 62 to 84. Now we're getting somewhere. All right, so they brought, okay, they got that. All right, let's move on. Oh, we gotta do West Virginia. Let me roll one die. I think it's gonna be a -4. So it's a 6 on West Virginia, but it's a -4 since July 8th. And what is this on the date on that? Since following July 8th. And that's going to be 1, 2, 3, 4, 6 minus 2. So they don't make it because you got to get a 1, and they're a 2 because they rolled a 6. That's unfortunate, but hey, they got an 11th strength unit. Okay, what else? So what does that bring up, John, on the sequence of play track? I think that pretty much the Union's going to get all the reinforcements they need in subsequent turns. They may even refuse AOP because that's putting a lot of victory points into the Rebel till. Leader, do we want a leader transfer? No, the Union does not. The Rebs probably will do a leader transfer. Let's see what we have for the Rebs. Union not able to. Breckenridge, Gordon. Doesn't he have another guy here? Who's his other guy? Is it Eccles? It is Eccles, and he's going to stay where he is. Yeah. Anybody else? What about Early? Early is going to stay where he is, and that's going to do it. So we're done with leader transfers. Okay. And so repair, no. Attachment, no. Action cycle. Let's do this. So as we know, the Union is the first of 2 numbers. It's really hot today. I may have to throw on my air conditioning at some point. I don't know if you guys can even hear that, but I gotta, when I put it on, you may hear it. And a die roll. Here we go. It's 2-6 belongs to the Rebs. Interesting. What are they gonna do? Well, what they're going to do is they're going to move people towards Frederick because when they want to be automatically in supply. So Eccles, but Eccles has a problem. What does he do? He doesn't want to risk it. Let's look at his supply. Eccles is in, how bad a rough of shape is he in? Actually, he's not in bad shape. He's not in bad shape. Eccles is not in. What about Vaughn? Do I have to create a Vaughn? Do I have to create a Vaughn? Yeah, I think I might have to. Okay, hold on. I can't clone this guy. We'll have to pull out a brand new one. All right, Vaughn. And, oh, okay, I do have a Vaughn. All right, delete him. All right, Vaughn is going to be the same as Eccles. Where is Eccles? He's got a 4 supply. All right, put him right there. They're the same. All right, okay. So again, as for the Rebel init, why don't we concentrate on that? I'm going to activate Rhodes. Okay, fatigue increase. He goes 1 die plus 1. He gets a 3 plus 1 is 4. 1, 2. He kicks it to Sharpsburg. I don't know if he can stay there. I don't know if he can stay there, to be honest with you, because the Union is going to come down with some force. What is that, a 4 points to levy that? I don't know if he wants to stay there. One moment. To levy Sharpsburg is what, 4 points? Yeah. Yeah, I don't know if he wants to. I got to think about that because I got 4. I just moved 2 to get there. I wonder if I should just get the hell out of there. There's a lot of Union forces here. Or should I try to hang around and... No. What we're going to do, let's put him back. He got 4 movement points. We're going to get out of here. That's what we're going to do. We're going to have to... We can't... Union forces are going to be all over us. 1, 2, 3, 4. A knit die roll. It's 3-3, belongs to the Rebs again, and Rhodes will go again. Will he? No, well, yeah, he will. He needs to get out of there. Fatigue increase. 1 die movement. 4 plus 1 is 5. He needs to get out of here. He's kind of in a bad spot. Rhodes is in a bad spot. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. A knit die roll, 2 die. 3-3. I think we're actually going to take him to 3. Fatigue. Now remember, when I do his EM, it's going to be a +1 because he's out of supply. So here's his movement. He gets the 6. That's what they needed. That's what they needed. So it's a 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 to right there. Okay. Okay, here's his EM roll. EM roll is a 1. He's all set. And a die roll. That worked out really well for Rhodes to get over there by early. It was pretty smart not to hang around and try to levy Sharpsburg. And the reason for that is if he had 5 points, his manpower was 4. If he had a 5, I would have said, let's go ahead and hang out there. But no, he doesn't have the required strength, and we were gambling as to whether he could roll for a supply, so we got him out of here. I think that was wise. So we forgo the 4 points for right now in a die roll. It's 2-6 belongs to the Rebs. Early, the Ramser is not going to move here. Okay, so let me go ahead and widen out just a bit to see what we can do. I think I want to set up Jackson to do some sort of a delaying action. Let's set Jackson up for a delaying action actually, because there's quite a few Union forces en route. All right, so let me go ahead and activate Jackson. Fatigue. 2 die. He gets to go 11. He doesn't need all that. Yeah. 1, 2, 3. He'll just hang out right there for now. Okay, and it die roll 2 die. 1, 3, but Reb's carrying it again. This core, Early's core, is just going to hang right here for now. They're doing a lot of movement. They're going to be very conservative here, very conservative. But we're going to move Johnson. He is not going to be conservative. All right, here he goes. Fatigue, increase. 2 die plus 1. It's actually an 8. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, and a die roll. 2 die. 3, 6. Rebs win it again. McCausland, fatigue, increase. 2 die plus 1. They get to go 6. 2, 3. Stop right there. And a die roll. 4, 5. They win it again. McCausland goes to yellow, and he's going to do the old min move to right there. Yeah, and a die roll, 2 die. So the Union finally wins it, and knit. What are they going to do? Well, I think they may try to get one of these guys out of here, and that's going to be Lowell. Lowell's going to activate. Fatigue increase. He's going to min move his ass to right there. Here's his EM roll. 3, he's fine. And the die roll today. 2, 5 belongs to the Rebels. I think Johnson is going to attack that Maryland unit, the unit from Maryland. Let him roll first. He's going to go to fatigue 2. Here's his. You want to roll big. 2 die plus 1. Did I just get? He got a 2, 5. Yeah, just like the previous roll, which gives him an 8. Interesting. That with an 8, that gives him the ability for prepared. Okay, and Maryland cannot move away. All right, prepared plus 1. Let's go to tactical. Tactical is 2 going in. It's going to be a plus 3. Plus 3. Okay, we're going to put everything we know about this. Water. Minus 1. Okay, now we got to figure out let's do the artillery first. Actually, Maryland does have a 1. It's on rough terrain, so it's 1 against 1. I may have to roll here. 1 against 1 on rough. Hold on. Okay, so we're on rough. 1 against 1 is, it's a -1 if I roll even. All right, hold on a second. Already roll. If I roll even, it's a -1. I do roll even, so the artillery's a -1. Arty, -1. Did we do everything? Ratio, prep. Did we? Oh, ratio. We didn't do ratio. I put tactical for some reason. Tactical's a +2. Ratio is a +3. +3. And the last thing is going to be flank. This one may be a little difficult. All right, so are all 4 covered? Indeed they are. Okay, so Johnson exerts into this one. Are all 6 covered? Indeed they are. Okay, so 1 is coming off for Lowell. We definitely know that. There's another one coming off for this forest right here. That's 2. And then there's going to be another one coming off for 4415. So let's call it a flank of 1. Call it +1 on this flank. Okay. Enter. Let's see what the... Damn it. All right, prep's a 1, tacticals, that's 3, take away 2 is 1, and then 3 more is a 4. Rebs +4 in this attack. Okay, here's your roll. So it's 2-2, cancels everything out, and there you have it. Combat chart, and he's actually like, it's a +4. It's going to be D capital R. All that for D capital R, and +4 for my 2 is going to be a small FA. Okay. All right, let me take away my flank, right? I mean my fatigue increase. All right, and now this character, he's gonna pick up 3 fatigues. And that is gonna be a demoralization. He's already flipped, and he goes 4 to 6. 1, 2, 3. Can't go there. He's gonna go here, and that's 1, 2, 3, 4. Actually, he'll come down here for 1 more. All right, solid. And Johnson gets to advance. Do you want to advance, Johnson? Do you want to advance there? Probably not. Probably not. I don't want to advance there. I'm gonna die roll. 2-5 belongs to the Rebs. They're gonna like tap out here and be done for the game. They may be done for the game right here. Let me see where everybody is. Vaughn and him aren't going to move. Those guys are going to stay right there. Oh, what about Imboden? Our man Imboden. Imboden's going to stay right where he is. And we're going to pass to the Union. Union's got a ton of shit to do. The Rebs are pretty much done for the game. All right. So let's get the Rebs doing some stuff. They're going to bring this guy over from Baltimore right away. Let's get right on him. Since we pay 22 victory points to get him, let's get him in the game. Shall we? Absolutely. All right. So let's get him going. And that's Wright and Russell. Fatigue. 1 die plus 1. Gets to go 4. 1. 2, 3, 4 to right there. Okay, net die roll 2 die. Belongs to the Rebs. They're going to pass over to Russell Wright. Fatigue 2, 1 die plus 1. Ugh, I only get to go 2. We're expecting a lot out of you two guys, and a die roll 2 die. Belongs to the Rebs. Rebs pass over. No, Rebs pass to the Union, and they will take right to 3. Okay, I need to look at the big picture. Let's zoom out a little bit. Where am I going? Oh man, I got a long way to go. All right, let's go more west than northwest. A net die roll. Well, they passed us. These guys are going to 3. Movement 1 die plus 1. They get to go 3. All right, 1, 2, 3. EM roll. All right, they're good there. And a die roll 2 die. Belongs to the Rebs again. All right, let's head over to the east. Pretty much we know the Rebels aren't going to do anything. They are spent. They don't want to push it. Let's activate Getty. Fatigue 1. 1 die. He gets to go 5. Well, look at this. This is interesting. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. He will fully recover next turn. Net die roll 2 die. 6, 6 belongs to the Rebs. Rebs pass. They pass to the Union. What about Lowell? Lowell's going to sit right there, and that guy's going to sit right there. So let's bring in. Okay, so it's interesting. We had all these guys for the Union. We had Sullivan, not so much Siegel, First New York Stahl. They were going to collapse in on what's his face if he were to stay in Sharpsburg. That was a good move, him getting the hell out of Sharpsburg. But now that they're gone, they're going to head towards these guys, and that's going to start with Stahl. Fatigue. Let's see if they can make some inroads. 2 die. He gets to go 8. All right, how about this? 1, 2, 3, 4. 5, 6, 7, 8, and a die roll 2 die. 3, 1. They actually win in a net. Stall. Fatigue. Increase fatigue. 2 die. Gets to go 3. 1, 2, 3. EM roll. Oh, flip that shit. Okay. Undo. I did the wrong thing. Manpower. Disorg. All right, a net die roll. 3, 6 belongs to the Rebs. They pass to the Union. We're going to bring First New York down as well. They want to get in on this defense. 2 die. 9. I'm going to take pretty much the same tact. They're just going to go this route. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and it die roll today. 5, 4. Wow, they actually win it. Sullivan, fatigue, increase, 1 die. He gets to go 5. That's very helpful. He's gonna head straight down after he gets around this corner. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Keedysville, and a die roll today. 3, 3 belongs to the Rebs. They pass to the Union. And Union, what are you gonna do? What about 8 Illinois? We could get them out of there. 8 Illinois. Actually, he's just going to do this. Fatigue, increase, get rid of the entrenchment, delete, and he's going to go 1 hex to right there. Solid. And a die roll, 2 die. 3, 1 belongs to the Union. Okay, does the Union have any stragglers back here? They didn't get any more West Virginians because they rolled a 6. I'm damn sure to get more West Virginians next turn. But they moved New York, Stahl, and Getty into harm's way and did something smart with 8 Illinois. And so let's see what else they have to move. I don't know. We're getting to the end of this turn. Let me widen out a little bit. Is that widen out? Let's widen out. Okay. Okay. I think, okay, so they won it. I think the USA is going to pass. How far is Russell? He's like way on the other side of the world, it seems like. Russell and Wright, they're like on the other side of the world. Where's DC? Maybe they should have came out of there. Okay, I understand what's going on. So back over here. So the Union passes here on turn 11. And here's the situation. I'm going to leave the resolution right there so you can get a look at the most area. And, okay, so there's Harper's Ferry. Nothing going on over there. You see Early's Corps right there. It's undetermined where exactly they're going. I don't even think the rebel general knows where they're going. So you have these units down here. Sullivan's coming in. The 2 Cav guys have settled in right there, and then you have Getty coming up. He's going to be full strength, and that's what you have right there. And that's going to do it. Both these parties are going to pass for right now. So let's go ahead and go to supply. I'll move the supply forward. Okay. All right. Cool. Now what we have here is automatically there's a unit. Because Frederick is Gordon is sitting in a hex with a Union depot. Gordon is going to be fresh, so he goes just move his shit right back. He doesn't even have to do anything. Okay, so all these guys are pretty much in Maryland. So let's go ahead and roll. The Maryland number is 3. I do remember that. So we're gonna roll some foraging. Vaughn. You need a 1 or a 2. They do get it. Vaughn hooks his supply up. All right, and next one is Eccles. You need a 1 or a 2. No die. No dice. Jackson, you need a 1 or a 2. He does it. Jackson hooks his supply up. Oh, he was on a 1. He needed to do that. Ramser, you need a 1 or a 2. Nope. Rhodes is ineligible to roll because Imogen a 1, 2, or a 3. Actually, he's not a. Wait a minute. Yeah, Imogen 1, 2, or 3. He gets it. He hooks it up. So the Rebs are doing pretty good with their supply situation. Imogen was about to be out of supply, so he did good. Let's now, as we move over to here. Johnson, you're ineligible because you're an orange. McCausland needs a 1. and he gets the 1. So the Rebs did really good foraging, really good. The Rhodes continues to be out of supply, though. I think we just might move him over to Frederick to win that supply back. That would seem to be the thing to do. All right, anyways. So we have to figure out do they still get 3 points for having Frederick West? Indeed they do. There's a 4 for him. There's a 5, that's 9, 10. Well, wait a minute, do they? Frederick West. Yeah, Early's actually in Frederick West, so yeah, Early, Rhodes, yeah. So they're going to get, let me go ahead and do the county control right now. Frederick West is 3 points on turn 11. Put a little asterisk in there and make that an 11. Backspace 1, save, and add the 3 points to the victory totals, which is at 84. We're going to make it 87. Wow, they're starting to get up there, but they're just over half. They still got a hell of a long way to go. Now we have to do the recovery. Remember, Union recovery is really, it does only a few of their units recover. Here we go. Let's do recovery for the Union, for both sides actually. Okay, so let me manually go through it. Let's go through it. We'll start up here with Sigel. He did not recover. Wait a minute, undo. Yeah. Let's, okay, Sigel. All right, recover. All right. Okay, we need to do him. So fatigue, we didn't have any. Take that, flip that, take the demoralization off. Okay, and then the manpower disorganization off. All right, Siegel's good to go. Sullivan did recover. Weber, he's all right. PHP's all right. 8 Illinois, let's take his 1 fatigue off. Decrease fatigue. All right. 1st New York, these guys only use, 1st New York, he actually did recover. Stahl, oh yeah, take his fatigues off. Just take his fatigues off. Decrease. Keep the exhaustion. All right, he's good. Now move up over here. Lowell, both fatigues. And 3 fatigues off 11 Maryland. Decrease. Decrease, and 1 more. Decrease. Let's go check out the Getty did recover, and let's go check out Russell. I think he probably recovered fine. Russell did recover beautifully. Let's widen out to check everything out. All right, Russell did recover nicely. Moving back over here, the guys around Frederick West did recover nicely. Yeah, and then we did the manual on 8 Illinois. Stahl we took care of, and Sullivan. Okay, good. Let's look at the situation, and this will be a 40-minute video. So starting from the left or the right, left over here, Harper's Ferry remains in Union hands. Okay, that has not changed. Early, actually Rhodes has linked up with Early. He moved pretty well. He declined to hang out at Sharpsburg, which I think was a really decline, trying to improve himself and therefore be able to levy Sharpsburg. I think that was a really wise decision. He moved over by Early. That was good. And then you see the Union come over the top. Sullivan got to there. And 1st New York and Stahl were able to take up these positions right here. And then what you have over here is Breckinridge pretty much held his position. He wanted to get his supply situated. By the way, the Rebs did really well in foraging. And then you see, and they got a lot of victory points because the Union decided to bring on Russell, which netted the Rebs 22 victory points. The jury's going to be out whether they want to bring in something else from AOP. We'll see what happens with that. But this is going to be a really interesting game. I think this was a good move by the Union right here, 8 Illinois, to move on the other side of the Potomac. Because you never know if Early just wanted to go south and try to get through there. Imminent sitting here. So let's see what happens. So I'm John. I may do another video tonight and move this right along. But that was turn 11. The victory point situation for the Rebs currently stands at 87. They need 160 for like a minimal victory. So and you know, this was turn 11 out of 19. So we've got what, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, like 8 turns left. That they can still do some damage. Anyways, I'm John. I'm out. Hope you're finding this somewhat entertaining and or informative, and I will see you guys maybe as early tonight making another video. I'm out. Bye-bye.